Alright, greetings Kiss Nation, and this is gonna be a semi-box set video. This video kind of became a train wreck for one reason and one reason only, because I fucked it up. I was doing the first impressions for this box set video right here, Kiss Real Highnesses Part 2, and my video editor betrayed me and did not give the audio for the first impressions, and I can't redo my reactions for the first impressions, so that half is scrapped. So all that's left is the book. But I actually seriously do want to show you guys the goodies and all of this comes with. Because this is a box set that I've been wanting to get a hold of for a good while, and I owe it to you guys to show you what this stuff comes with. So I'll try to do this with one hand. We got Kiss cutout paper dolls. We got one for Paul Stanley, one for Gene Simmons, which I like this pose that Gene is in with the axe base. That's pretty cool. We got one for Ace Frehley. And we got Peter Criss in his Dynasty getup. And I'm gonna wait till the camera's off to put these back in, because putting it back in with one hand is not gonna be pretty easy. Then we got this thing, which has Kiss's up-to-date catalog to the date. The 70th solo album for Paul Stanley, double platinum. Gene's solo album, Dynasty, and Peter's solo album, Alive 2, and Ace's solo album. And we got some postcards. We got a Peter Criss postcard. We got a all members postcard. We got an Ace Frehley postcard and a Paul Stanley postcard, and a Gene Simmons postcard. It was also pretty cool because we got some Kiss guitar picks, which I know a lot of Kiss collectors have postcards. I've seen, Xander from Kiss Army Things have Kiss guitar picks from like when he went to see Kiss in concert. Rob from Over Between the Eyes, I believe he has some guitar picks. And I believe these are from the Dynasty tour, which is kind of cool to have, guitar picks from the Dynasty tour, which I was not around at all from the 70s. So to have something from the 70s, that's pretty cool. Again, put these to the side because this is going to be that'll be a pain in the ass to put back in with one hand. And I'm not going to deal with the poster, even though the poster is cool. It's going to be a bitch with one hand. Leaving us with the music before we get into the book. The music first. We've got San Antonio, part 2, with, Paul in a traditional Paul Stanley pose. We got San Antonio again. This is part 1 with Ace doing the smoking guitar. And the side list is it's the same for each concert this one has. So the side list is King of a Nighttime World, Let Me Go Rock and Roll, Move On, Calling Dr. Love, Firehouse, New York Groove, Ask Me for Loving You, Christine 16, 2000 Man, and Ace's guitar solo. Which is kind of interesting that they axed a lot of the solo songs, as if we remember from. That's a nice picture. That's a nice bloody picture of Gene. Nice. But if you remember from the Largo concert, where they played a bunch of songs from the 70s, a bunch of songs from the solo albums, like Move On, Radioactive, Toss and Turn, and New York Groove. They kind of dropped them and took Christine 16 and put them in their place, which are both good songs, but would have been nice if they just kept the solo songs. Alright, so now we get to go look into this book. And right away, here's a quote, here's some of it from Gene Simmons. I think people are sick and tired of boring rock and roll stars getting up on stage with just denims and just strumming their guitars. I think everybody needs heroes in their lives. If it's either Superman, Santa Claus, or Kiss, I think we combine the best of all possible worlds. Theater, rock and roll. We are everything to people. We are Kiss. That's very Gene Simmons. And of course, the most highly sought after thing of all Kiss collectors, of all for each age of fans, the Kiss pinball machine. No joke, when I saw this, when I was just getting into Kiss and like 11, 12 years old, and I saw this, I was like, wow, these guys have their own pinball machine. This is before I knew that they had a comic book with their own blood in it, and even before that, I saw they had a game for the Dreamcast, and I was like, and this is like before I knew about their music, and I was like, Kiss, The Nightmare Child? That can't be the same Kiss that makes music, is it? And I was like, keep in mind, I was like, I was 11 and 12, and I didn't know that much about Kiss, but still, it was pretty cool. Alright, I'm not sure. I know I fucked it up. Hold up. I think the pages are stuck. Alright, here we go. Alright. Pretty cool. Oh, and here's like one of the cool things I like about these books is it has like a little bit of trivia. One fan made the national press for attempting to get passes by impersonating a county prosecutor and calling the ticket agency and offering to dismiss criminal charges if tickets were provided to him. Okay. What? That's insane. But interesting. Did it work? Or did it not work? I don't know. But it was interesting, and that's why shit like this I like seeing in these types of books. But also look at the pictures. Wow. All right, we got a Nassau Coliseum. I think I had that show at Nassau. It's an all these dynasty shows are audio except for the Largo show, but I think I have the Nassau. Yeah, it's Uniondale. I had that show, which there's a newspaper clip before about it. Nice. Right. Nice picture of the band backstage. Come on. I like this picture of Peter Criss and like. Hold up, what the hell? Kiss #1 faced trip to Slammer. Interesting. When he insisted that his rock group would go on with an expensive fire show in violation of state fire codes, Kiss bassist Gene Simmons was threatened with arrest just 2 hours before he was to perform last night before a packed Centrum. Okay, this shit's interesting. Frank G. Russo, promoter of a concert, said Simmons met backstage at about 6:45 p.m. yesterday with representatives of the state fire marshal, state troopers, and representatives of the city's fire department in an attempt to persuade authorities to follow the rock band to perform a pyrotechnic show forbidden by the state and local laws. About 10 officials met with Simmons during the heated discussion. Russo said Simmons was told by authorities that he would be arrested and persecuted if the group, known for its outlandish costumes and makeup, attempted to put on the special effects show in which, for example, group members swallow fire and shoot small tank cannons at soundstage equipment. Oh wow. Russo said compromise was struck after Simmons and Chris, at the group's business agent, voluntarily agreed to go on the state police station in Holden to discuss the technicalities of the fire show. Russo declined to elaborate how Simmons was brought to the barracks when asked if Simmons was transported via cruiser. Russo replied, "Let's just say he was transported there." According to Russo, Simmons was allowed to spit fire once on stage during the show Firehouse in the middle of the show, which he always does. But the group was not allowed to use other pyrotechnic specials. The one fire-breathing act was approved by Fire Chief. Okay. The one fire-breathing act was approved by Fire Chief James F. Nally and the State Fire Marshal's Office, according to Trooper John V. Doon of the Fire Marshal's Office. Gene was upset that he couldn't use the pyrotechnics. Russo said, but he decided to go ahead with the show for public safety reasons and because he didn't want to upset the fans. Well, that's a lot. That's enough for a Kiss topic right there, but wow, that's a lot. It's insane, but that's a lot right there. I like that picture of Ace. just for just. That was a lot of article about that one, but still, on a side note, that's a nice picture of Ace. We got some nice pictures right here. Okay, what did you do after the concert? I fucked. Gene said, looking straight at me. I wish I hadn't asked. Okay, what? That's funny. Nice picture of the fire breathing. Alright, here's another piece of trivia. The band is interviewed for television program Veronica's Countdown, which airs in Holland. Matching article appeared in a magazine called Mrs. something Express. And this is a piece of trivia. This is Ace. I like to toast to all my fans in Holland, and Paul responds with, "You will toast to anything." That's kind of cool. We get to see like the guitar Ace uses for New York Groove. That's pretty nifty. Alright, that's kind of cool. I like this collage type looking page. I like this picture right here in the page where like it's just Paul and Ace sharing a microphone. I also like this one where it's Paul and Gene sharing a microphone. I've always liked that. Here's a good picture of Gene with, I guess, with two fans. Here's something that I guess is read about the Fort Wayne show. The theatrics used by Kiss make the show. All four band members seem to really enjoy the show they are given, but their individuality makes them each yearn for the spotlight and receive it at some point in the show. That's from the Fort Wayne News. And this is a picture from the Dynasty tour book. Kind of cool. And this is something that I can get behind. Kiss concert, good music, great show. Yeah, that's pretty. Sums up Kiss's stuff pretty well. You know, yeah, I like this. I think Didn't Offer You Demon talk about this in one of his videos? Like the Kiss Destroyer car or bus or van, whatever this is supposed to be. I remember him talking about this. I mean, some sort of piece of 70s merch that Kiss put out, like the Destroyer van or something. That's a nice picture of Gene right there. Got the cape on, he's got that's another good picture of Gene, where he's just kind of coming up on the stage. Hold up. Okay. Get another nice picture of Gene, and okay, that's a nice picture of Ace. These are nice shots of like this Dynasty stage. I like them. Alright, now this picture, I have this picture. This picture is in my slideshow. I was kind of wondering when we were going to be seeing pictures that I have already in my slideshow or something. Oh, alright. Meet Kiss in person. This version is December 27th. Lindale Store. I think, I'm not sure, but I think either Offer You Demon mentioned this in one of his videos. Like, Offer You Demon mentions a lot of interesting Kiss stuff. I'm not sure if this was one of them. This is pretty interesting. But I do wonder how many people did this. Oh, what's this? Some have seen Kiss' popularity in psychological terms as an acting out and perhaps purging for more gruesome fantasies lurking beneath the layers of your average 15-year-old's psyche. Others see the phenomenon as harmless escapism. Okay then. Interesting, I guess, but I don't see why that was put in here. Maybe this was I can understand why it was put in, because this is probably what news people were talking about as Kiss, like in a negative way. They didn't quite get Kiss, not like they do now. Kiss in the 70s by media was kind of not well received. Media hated Kiss. Like, everyone hated Kiss except for like teenagers that liked Kiss. Oh, here's like another cool little piece of trivia. Paul and Gene, without makeup, their backs to the camera, are briefly interviewed on local TV show Newsbeat Report. Interesting. look at these pictures. I like this picture, like, you know, that one's going off. I like this one of Paul. He's doing the typical Paul Stanley, hands in the air. That's pretty cool. Nice one of Ace. But never a nice one of Ace. So with a cape with a different Gibson. Different colored Gibson. Kiss faces the kiss of death. Wonder what they mean by that. I don't know. Well, now we know the origin of where this picture came from. This is the Norman, Oklahoma concert. Here's another cool part of a smoking guitar solo. I really like that picture of Ace. We got this one and we got this one. I like this one a lot more than I like this one for some reason. Just do. Not anything wrong. Not if there's anything wrong. This one is like, for some reason I like this one a lot more. It's like because Ace is doing that lip thing that he always does. Here we got a full page one of Ace. Nice. We got San Antonio, one of the concerts that is part of the box set. And we got some fans backstage. Nice. And we got Houston, which, you know, isn't on the box set, but there is a Texas show part of the box set. Ace briefly jumped behind Peter's drum kit during the show. That's interesting. I did not know that. Stupid page. I like these pictures. I like this article for the paper. Like, Kiss puts on a show at Coliseum, and rock and roll returns to Abilene. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know really. And there's Tulsa. Nice pictures. And here we are. I'm kind of surprised this thing has it, but like, one of the most infamous things that the original four ever did was the Tom Snyder interview. And yeah, even the page on the book is referencing, how infamous it is. It's like, and how Ace and Peter took away the spotlight from Gene and Paul. That was pretty interesting. What is this? Texas tour. Brown leather bag made by Primo. This was a promotion gift from Stone City Promotions to Kiss and Company. Wow. That's cool. And of course, a page dedicated to all of the of the singles. For some reason, I like this cover. It's got Ace in his Love Gun outfit, and it has "I Was Made for Loving You." And it's a Belgium release. It's like, that's interesting. I like that. What else? Well, obviously there's the German reissue. Here's one that All For Your Demon has. This is a Japanese one. Oh, and here's another page from the tour book. Interesting. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Another nice full page of Paul Stanley. And we got more pictures of Paul Stanley. We got, and also, to switch it up, we got Paul and Gene sharing a microphone. And we got Ace. We got Peter. And we got Gene right here. On this little itty bitty picture. And also we got Ace right here again. But, we got right here, we got Ace, Paul, and Gene right here. We got Paul right here in his pink shirt. Or is it purple? I can't really tell. It looks pink to me. I do like this picture though. I've always liked it when Ace did the kneel down and they all did that Paul and Gene did their head bobbing towards Ace. That was pretty cool. That's a cool picture. I'm not sure if he's getting ready to smash it or not, or if he's still, or if that's one but he doesn't smash. Again, love that Gibson. I always love that shiny silver Gibson that he plays for New York Groove. Even more cooler that Mr. Speed was able to make a replica out of it for their guy playing Ace Frehley. That's even cooler. Had that picture also for the slideshow. That one also. That one and that one and that one. Because these are Vancouver pictures. And I, like I said, I have all of the Dynasty shows on audio, and And the audio quality, you know, may vary, but with that as it is, these pictures are fucking great. Speaking of a fucking great picture, look at that. My God. And now we go to, Seattle, where Paul and Gene shares a microphone. We got Kiss logo, we got Gene and Ace. I actually do like it when Gene and Ace share a microphone. Okay, come on. I like that. That little swirl thing, I like that. I like that picture right there where Ace and Paul are sharing a microphone. More 12-inch singles, cool. I remember seeing this maxi single of Drew Living in 2000 Man. I remember seeing that, so that's kind of cool. Dirty Living and Christine 16. Now I know Offie Damon made a video about that single because of how different that is. I was wondering when this was going to show up. This is a soundboard, unofficial soundboard of Fresno, the last show of the tour and the last show with the original lineup. And it's an amazing front cover. I love it. I'm trying to get a hold of it, but you know, it's really hard to find. It's made by Casino Records Entertainment. It's got a gatefold. Wow. But on a serious topic, this is, whether it's unofficial or official, I'd get it both ways. But this is probably one of the hardest unofficial Kiss releases to get a hold of because it's out of stock, and it's just like, huh. And I understand why they're showing it on here because we're at the Fresno page. We got Paul Stanley in the firehouse hat. But yeah, Fresno, this is the last show of the original four and the last show of the tour. Maybe not. Well, okay. Yeah, probably not. Oh, yeah. What happened in question mark? Huh, interesting looking t-shirts. So yeah, maybe Fresno is not the last show of the tour, but I'm not actually sure what the final show is. But on another note, these t-shirts are pretty cool. Oh, let me see. 1979 fantasy t-shirts. That's what they are. Cool. I'm not sure what happened they're referencing. Okay, all right. Okay, they played Albuquerque. All right. Still using this picture for Ace. Maybe that's a good picture of Gene and a good picture of Ace. I like that picture of both Gene and Ace kind of doing the back and forth. Even more singles. Wow. Which one has the extended version of Ask Me for Loving You? Magic Touch and Save Your Love. Wow, I'd get that one. Oh wow, look at that one. That's a nice one of Paul Stanley, looking right at you. And that's Gene about ready to do some thrusting. There's Paul kind of either doing a stage rap or speaking to the crowd or singing a song. I can't tell. Show just started and Paul's kind of doing his thing. Ah, here it is. The Onstage Sabotage by Peter Criss. And you can see him kind of throw the stick. Wow. Yeah. What show did this happen on? Okay, December 8th, during the December 8th. That happened at a Shreveport? Huh. Oh, interesting. Anyways, People don't go to Kiss to listen to them play. They come to see them breathe fire, spit blood, and fly. Well, I think that's a wrong way to look at it. When I went and saw Kiss, both on this tour, and I'll be seeing Kiss again for the last time on this tour in Baltimore. I saw Kiss for the first time in Richmond in 2016. Yes, the show is one half of it, but the music is also the other half of it. The music, if the music was shit and they had a good show, that'd be one thing. But Kiss has great music and a great show. So for me, it works out perfectly for them. Alright. Anyways, all around we got some good pictures of them right here. We're coming close to the end. And yep, we're at the end. Okay, so the very, very final show was Toledo. Okay. What the? Dynasty patches. Interesting. That's kind of cool. I like that G1 with the blood dripping out of his mouth. Alright, so this has been a look at the Royal Highnesses Part 2 box set in the same style of how I looked at the first one. It wasn't my intention, but this is how it kind of turned out. Anyways, this is the first box set video I have for this year. I got plenty of other box set videos set up for this year. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, later.